Preying on another person's downfall is crazy behavior. Like, you got way too much time on your hands to be thinking about another man. Way too much to have another man on your mind. Me personally, I'm just saying. He on your mind a little too much. You're concerned about his life a little too much. You know, go live your own life, gang. Alright, look. We got TommyNFG, the internet switch up problem. And I'm gonna be honest, just based off that alone, he's spitting. And the reason I say that is because it's like one person will do one thing and then the internet hates him. And it'll be something small. Like, some things is kind of like, it's a weird boundary. Because think about the first thing that popped in my mind, right, was the, it's on the tip of my tongue, bro. It's T. Nichols. That's his name. The T. Nichols situation. Because that's like a weird line. Because it's like, in my mind, you know, 17, 19-ish. Because it was like around that age. It's like, yes, she's not legal, but it's like, yo. I don't know, bro. Because even that line right there is weird. Like, how... That line right there is weird. We're not going to talk about all the freaky stuff he was talking about. Like, that was crazy. Because in that context, yeah, no, that was wild. I remember seeing some specifically that's like, I can't wait till you graduate. Like, what? Nah, gang. Nah, that's wild. So, like, that's a blurred line that we can switch up on. Like, people are saying now it's like, 2 years isn't that crazy, but I don't know. That one's like a weird one. But then, easy example for me personally, because I know soccer, right? Not the biggest into actual games and all that, like players. I'll be honest, I'm not. I don't really watch, but there's this player by the name of Trent Alexander-Arnold. You may know him, you may not. Cool, whatever. Besides the point. Plays for a team called Liverpool. I think that he's been a part of that team since he was a kid or something like that. So he grew up with the club, like throughout the club. And then he leaves, which a lot of players leave, right? Cool. And I guess it was also amplified the fact he left for free. Because usually when a team tries buying a person from another team, they'll pay a certain amount of money. 40 million, 50 million, depending on how good they are. You know? So for him to leave for free, yes, I can see how that rubbed people the wrong way. Yeah, obviously, because it's like, yo, you couldn't send some bread our way, you feel me? But then it's like, also, it's like, yo, he's done a lot for the team, right? Like, they've won trophies, one of the biggest tournaments called the Champions League. Like, bro, he's done a lot there. So it's like, yes, he could start a new stage of his career, but it's like all the switching up that happened, like, it was bad, bro. It was bad. And then it's like some players will be bad or have one bad game and then they'll just hate on him. Like, get this man on my club, type of thing. And sometimes they don't feel fit for the club, so it's like they just play terrible. Like an amazing example of the opposite, right? Amazing example of the opposite. There's this player by the name of Anthony. Bro played for Manchester United. Right now, they're not doing that well, if I'm being honest. They're not doing that well. They're like, what, 16th in their league? For a supposed, like, big club or whatever. Which they are a big club, like, can't deny that. Not to discredit the history or anything they won. But, like, yo, this season, they're not doing well. So he leaves. He's on loan. So he's not a permanent player at the new team. Right? He's not a permanent player. He's just there for a bit. Bro's popping off. Like, he was a meme. But that man started popping off once he left. And they're like, yo, Manchester United is the problem. Like, players will leave and then they'll start playing amazing. Like, I think he's the most prevalent example. and people went from hating him, making jokes of him, to being like, like, yo, he's low-key going crazy, you feel me? So I guess that's
as a content
good way
creator,
of
there's a
switching
couple of
up
things
in
you
a
have to
good
accept
way, in a
off the
positive
bat
way.
with no objections.
But
For
let's
anyone
see what
watching
he's
me
talking about.
aspiring to be one, go ahead and write this down. Class is in session. Starting off with nothing and having people comment you fell off even though you literally just started. Having people find old photos of you that you didn't even have yourself. I still don't know who found this photo of me, but whoever did, f*** you. And one day having the chance of waking up and going from
Yo, I'm not even gonna lie though. One thing I've realized, like, with the internet, is like they'll find things you forgot, bro, or you don't even know how they found it. No, I think some people are amazing at hiding stuff, cause like, look at what's his name, bro? I keep forgetting their names. Yusuf, bro, pump faked. What school he went to? He went to like Georgia or something. I think he was pump faking for another college, like, and apparently it's like a top school, like 18% acceptance rate from, if I read that correctly. Like, bro, pump fake crazy. But then you got some other things, like they'll pull a picture up you've never seen yourself personally or don't remember, and it's like, yo, how'd y'all get this? Like, bro, some things are like unbelievable what the internet could do. If y'all use your powers for good, y'all would go crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. So I'm just curious, like, what is out there of me? Because I know something specifically in my mind that it's like, I don't want people to see that. Like, of me being a young or a kid, and it's like, one thing in specific, my like close family know, like my brother, a few of my cousins, I think some friends know, like, bro, I hope it never sees the light of day. I don't know. I genuinely don't know what else there is, because I was never taking pictures and nothing like that crazy. So I don't think my like digital footprint as a kid, as a teenager, is bad.
The most
compared
beloved
to
person
some
in the
other
world,
people.
to people saying you're the
Like,
worst
I think
person to
I'm
ever make
chilling
content on
for
the
the most
planet.
part.
So yeah,
I
today
don't
we're
know,
talking
though.
about
I
a
don't
problem
know.
on the internet that I've been seeing grow every single year, which is what we call switching up. On Urban Dictionary, it's defined as when a person suddenly changes their behavior towards you for the worst, but it can also go the other way and happens too. Usually though, it tends to be someone's built up in a positive light, then gets everything torn down. And the person doesn't have to necessarily do anything cancelable. Nowadays, what tends to happen is a couple of people will make some TikToks or have some viral tweets, and people's minds change in a snap. An example of someone I can think off the top of my head that it's happening to right now is Kai Cenat. Kai's a creator that
Kai Cenat. Bro got a stylist for everything. That's tough. And I've seen the comments too, gang. I can't even lie. He got a breathing stylist. Like, bro, man can't do nothing without being accused. Man cannot do nothing without being accused. And it started with fashion, because it's like, I personally don't watch him. I got mad respect for him though. He definitely changed up that whole streaming environment, right? But like the fashion though, I can't even like tell when the whole transition changed. So I think that's probably for a lot of people. They'll see what he used to wear and what he wears now. He's like, yo, this man got a stylist. Like, ain't no way he got it on like that now, right? But what else? There was something else on my mind too. Oh, someone who had low-key a crazy switch up, in a good way though, is Speed. Speed low-key had a crazy switch up from being like kind of negative to positive, from being like an annoyance or annoying character type of thing, or does too much type of thing, to traveling around the world, living through cultures, and just having a good time. Like, bro, that switch up is crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, props to him, bro. Props to him, because it's not like everyone can do that. So for him to even do that, and it's like, I feel like you got kind of sense a maturity out of him. Like, I don't watch him too, but it's like you can kind of tell. It's like, yo, he's matured a bit. Like, he's just trying to live life out of, just live life, bro. And I respect it. Because it's like he just be traveling and he's just doing his thing. And I do remember the point. Didn't he get like some sort of head injury from traveling too much? Like, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Cause I remember that happening. It's like he was in the hospital, but I can't tell you if it's real or fake. I'd assume it's real because it's like,
people on the internet ever since he blew up
right?
either loved or hated. Like, you go on Twitter and every day they're having a divisive debate about something he did on stream. It's to the point where people are making memes saying he was sent by the CIA. There was an argument on Twitter like a year ago over a picture he took with Northwest at her birthday party. For context, this is the picture that started a wild debate. He was invited to her birthday party with all her friends there and their parents because she said he's her favorite streamer. And somebody decided to tweet, so this not weird to y'all, which got over 200k likes in a day and 37 million views. Then people started debating if it was weird or not. They might be right. Maybe he is an agent sent from the CIA, because why the f was this even a conversation? She wasn't rage baiting or anything. She was 100% serious. I think it's more weird that she thought it was some type of sexual thing. It shows what kind of weird mind she has. Recently on TikTok, people have been hating on Kai for a couple of reasons.
Hold on, we gotta talk about that. Even though that's just old news type of thing in the internet, like, is that weird to think? Like, that was weird to say that, like, to even think that. She's just a fan trying to use, I guess, her connections to meet him. Like, I don't personally think nothing weird of it, and I'd honestly love to see the counterpoints, right? That's what I'd like to see, the counterpoints. And also, did they watch the video, the live stream type thing? 99% sure they didn't. Just an assumption they made, just because it's like, why is this grown man hanging at this little girl's birthday party? Connections? Like, bro, I don't know. I don't even know if he spoke on it, but me personally, I didn't even think much of it. I didn't even know it blew up that big. I didn't even know it was that big of a deal. But I guess, like, I don't know. I don't see that as weird though. But I'd love to see like a counterpoint of why it is though. You feel me? But I'm not trying to go in Twitter and look at the what do you call it, threads? I'm good, gang. I'm good. And this is my personal opinion. Twitter is terrible. Like, Twitter is absolute terrible. That is like the worst of the worst. People with too much time on their hands. People who we can say might be unemployed, need a job, a side hustle. Cause it's like, or need some that was gonna be crazy. Need some understanding, some peace, serenity. Like, ain't no way there's so much aggression, like hatred, toxicity. For what? Like, for what? You feel me? There's no reason for that place to be that terrible.
One of them is saying he fakes his reactions and doesn't genuinely do them. And they're pulling up clips of him reacting to things where they think he's faking it.
Yo, I'm not. I'm gonna be in shape by December.
Like, there's so many of these clips being posted, I've never seen some like this. And what I think is happening right now to Kai is the switch up. There was always people that didn't like Kai on the internet, but now everyone's coming out the woodworks to say they don't. A couple people made some vids saying he's faking reactions, and now everyone is saying it. Even though these reactions have been out for years, just because of those TikToks, every reaction he's ever done is getting dug up. My whole take on the faking reactions thing is some of the clips do look pretty crazy. Like, it definitely looks like he was amping it up for stream or the clip. But to me, that's really it. Like, the way people are talking on TikTok, you would think his whole lifestyle was completely fake and a facade and he had a humanity stylist. Finally, the downfall of Kaisen.
Preying on another person's downfall is crazy behavior. Like, you got way too much time on your hands to be thinking about another man. Way too much to have another man on your mind. Me personally, I'm just saying. He on your mind a little too much. You're concerned about his life a little too much. you know, go live your own life, gang. Go live your own life. He's in the entertainment industry. He entertains. Like, he's supposed to play up a image of himself. Like, like what? Like what?
Kai Cenat, mass unfollowing suit. All he does is shout. And I know some people are gonna say to me, Tommy, you're clearly sucking up to him just to get into Streamer University. And you'd be right. Kai Cenat, please save me. My whole family's starving. My mom is kind of homeless. I need to get in. Nah, but on the real, I gain no benefits from saying that. Like, I don't need anything from Kai Cenat. And I'm not saying he's the most perfect human being and doesn't deserve any criticism. You got people just saying it as a joke, but then you deadass got who think he's like the worst person in the world all of a sudden. The main reasons these switch-ups annoy me is because people will swear they always hated the person and they were always waiting for it to happen. You'll always have the, man, I've been stopped watching Kai for real. I always knew he was annoying. Y'all just found that out. Meanwhile, that person was watching his stream like a couple of days ago. And whenever a switch-up happens, like clockwork, they do this for everyone getting hate. And I know this because
I've had this before.
All it takes is like 1 or 2 comments hating to gain some traction, then everyone's replying all of a sudden like they're a genie saying they always knew it.
The thing with that though, I feel like, let's say someone makes a hate post type of thing and it gains traction. I feel like a lot of those people don't even know who you are. Like, that's the first impression of you, which kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like, why'd we have to meet in a bad light or in a bad way type of thing. Like, got off on the wrong foot, because you never know. Some people could genuinely be cool. So it's like, if you don't watch them or you have never watched them, it's like, I don't think you have the room to speak, the right to speak, especially if you don't watch them, you've never seen them. But if you've watched and decide, yo, this is not for me, that's cool. And then you can go a step above, which is a little like crazy, saying, he's annoying. That's cool, that's your opinion. But it's like, I don't know, something about like presenting it like, yeah, I've been thought he was weird, I've been hating on him. Like, what?
People are already starting to switch up back to liking it, because ever since his Streaming University applications came out, people have been basically begging to get in. I guarantee some of the people commenting that they were preying on his downfall probably applied for that. Like, I've never seen a switch up from love to hate to love so fast in my life. It only took a couple of days. There's a girl that literally cried just applying for it.
God is so good. I just finished my application for Streaming. And even if I don't get in, y'all, I'm just so happy.
You know what? I think that's enough of the CIA today. Let's move on to the next person. Another person that was a victim of the internet switching up is PackGod. If you don't know PackGod, he's basically this guy who goes in Discords and trolls annoying people. Then he quote unquote, holy the history books are gonna skip our generation, packs them. Basically roast them, talking like Eminem and Rap God until they can't say anything. And I never really watched him, but apparently a lot of people used to like him. He does have over 5 million subs. But now they're clowning him and saying, no way we used to watch this.
I gotta
figure out where I'm gonna make my living.
It just shows me how fast the internet can change their opinions on someone. What I think is happening with him is a lot of his fan base is just growing up and looking back at his videos as cringe. Because I was already a grown-ass when he was blowing up, and I never sat down to watch one of his videos. Or people just got tired of the gimmick. I mean, it's not like he could just do it for a lifetime. I'm imagining him at 40 years old trying to do this and getting laughed at by people online saying he's way too old. Because of this switch up though, I wouldn't be surprised if his views started to slowly drop and drop. Another crazy thing to me I haven't seen someone talk about as of yet is the clip pages and how some of them get paid to literally spread fake news. I'm sure most of y'all know, but anytime you see a streamer clip or just a content creator clip, it's usually by a clip page, which is just accounts run by people who post streamer or content creator clips about things they did. And when you're looking at one of those clips, have you ever seen a steak logo or another gambling company logo? The reason why allegedly, And yes, I'm saying allegedly because Steak is a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm in no damn position to face any lawsuit. Like, I'm not the hero y'all think I am, okay? But you could check online for yourself of what I'm talking about and judge for yourself. Is that a lot of these pages post these clips, then lead people to their bio where they have their Steak affiliate link. And every time someone uses it, they get a commission of whatever the person bets. Sometimes they're sneaky with it too and say to DM them just so they don't get caught and send the link like that. And on Twitter, these pages get community noted all the time because it's against the terms of service to do it. But nothing happened.
I didn't even know people did that. I've never noticed that. Like, I've never noticed that. I swear I haven't seen that because it would have seemed off, right? And if it has, I'm not gambling, bro. I'm not no gambling addict. That really gets me thinking, have I seen that? Have I? No, I don't think I have. And if it was there, it's never come out. It's not what I'm looking at, bro. I'm trying to see the clip. You feel me? I'm trying to see the TikTok, bro. I'm trying to see what's happening. No, steak.com, bro. But I never realized that. Which makes sense and is low-key not bad. Like, it's not a bad idea. Because if someone decides, yo, let me click this link, let me gamble, like, they make their bread. It's like the TikTok commission thing. They make a video, show the product.
Because they don't give a Elon made the company lose 80% value in 3 years. They needed everybody to stay on Twitter, so these pages can post these clips with no consequences. And technically, it's also copyright because you're posting someone else's clip for profit without their permission. Some people would say it's promoting the streamer for free, so who really cares at the end of the day? And usually...
No, that's true, though. That's true, though. It's like, yo, they're getting free promotion. The person posting is getting money, too. It's like equivalent exchange. You feel me? I don't think it's necessarily bad, unless it's like spreading misinformation or just making them look bad or out of context clips. That's the thing that's really like, okay, gang. Out of context clips, because it's like, show the whole thing, bro. Why are you trying to pump fake some drama? And maybe just because I'm so opposed to drama, I'm just like, yo. But at the same time, I'm like, whatever. It ain't my life. Like, yes, it's someone I watch at times or something like that, but it's, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily affect me. That even sounded arrogant to say. I'm not even gonna lie. That sounded mad arrogant to say. Wow. But no, I'm just truthfully speaking though. Like, it's not even out of place of above and beneath, but it's just like, yo, I guess it's something to keep in mind, but it's not something that I'm like so into or like so absorbed by that I need to know everything about this person or everything that's happening. Like, I don't know, I was never one for the drama type of thing. So I guess, yeah, that honestly did sound a bit arrogant, a bit, that's the best word I can use, but it's like, that I didn't mean it like in that type of way. I'm just saying like, yo, I'm not like too absorbed into the things where it's like, I constantly need to be tapped in, because I don't know. It's all fun, it's entertainment, right? But,
that's true. Like, streamers or creators don't care a lot of times because it's free publicity. A lot of these pages are the reason why people like Speed and Kai blew up. Of course, I'm not speaking for every creator, but for me personally, I wouldn't care. Like, if people want to post me on TikTok or Twitter and make some bans, hey, go ahead, bro. The problem comes in though when these pages maliciously post content for views and completely lie about things.
That's literally what I was just saying. Like, rage baiting, posting out a clip, like clips out of context. Let me get my English back. That was terrible. Posting clips out of context and rage baiting and things like that. Like, I think that's where you low-key kind of gotta be like, yo, what you doing, gang? Like, yes, it's probably gonna get more views, but like, I feel like if the content creator really cared and saw it, it's like, yo, you're kind of cooked. And I feel like the most time they probably got a team for them to do that. I don't know though. It's not. I don't see anything really gained in the long term of making people look bad. In the short term, sure, you may get 3 million views or something like that. But I don't know. Long term, I don't see it as reliable as just being like a instead of just being like a neutral kind of clip poster trying to just get a funny clip or something like that. That's what I see working on longer. Just posting funny clips, and if there is some drama, go ahead, as long as it's like with context. That's the thing though. That's the thing. It's like how greedy are
Like
you?
on TikTok, the amount this happens is absurd. And since everyone has a short attention span on there, no one decides to check the full context and go directly into the comments. These pages will blatantly cut a core piece of the clip, then just make up some and spread it. For example, this clip I found out about AMP saying that Phantom explains why Kai Cenat had him removed from AMP.
I hear Kyle going off. I don't know what's going on though. I'm screaming. It sounds like he screaming at somebody. It sounds different. It don't sound the same. I walk downstairs. I see Kyle just going off. I'm like, what's going on? Went downstairs. It was up. I ain't had to hear too much.
But it turns out this whole clip is a complete other scenario and has nothing to do with them. It takes 2 seconds of research to see the YouTube video he posted of him talking about how someone broke into their house. And because no one fact checked on TikTok, it somehow got 21k likes in a day. We really allergic to fact checking in our generation. These pages get so scummy, there's absolutely no low they won't reach. Like a couple of months ago, one of these pages tried to false accuse I'm Dante of being a groomer. Most of my audience should know Dante, but if you don't, he's one of the biggest music reactors for almost a decade. And if you know him, you know he's always a guy who just stays to himself and doesn't cause any drama. Then one day randomly, one of these pages posted a alleged text he had with a 16-year-old. And in real time, you could see the allegations get immediately put down because the girl in the video he posted was talking about someone else. But of course you had people immediately not checking anything and hitting him with the, man, y'all just found out Dante's weird. I bet stop watching it. I truly think people have become so bored online, they will get happy when someone who's done nothing is getting hate. And I really think this problem is gonna keep getting worse. As more misinformation is being spread online and as AI becomes so advanced we can't even recognize it, I don't even wanna imagine what the internet is gonna look like in 5 years. I think eventually these pages are gonna learn when someone with enough money comes around and sues them. Because this is an easy slam dunk in court of defamation. And the internet is so hive-minded, all of these switch-ups could change in an instant. I guarantee a month from now, people are probably gonna go back to glazing Kai. And for Pat God, yeah, I don't know, he might be cooked. I'm not gonna lie, the way they making fun of him, his whole fan base might be gone.
No, please don't hurt me. I'll call you know who.
Who are you gonna call, buddy?
Pat God, humble him. Pat God, humble him.
Yeah, go ahead, kill him.
Anyways, to wrap it up, it's inevitable that people get switched up on in the internet. My whole point of this video isn't to say you can't change your mind on someone you watch or used to. The only thing I think is annoying is the people who just hop on a bandwagon for someone getting hate, then immediately start glazing them again when they're getting love. Let me know what y'all think about it though.
Final thoughts. Solid video, I won't lie. Very, I wouldn't say factual, but it's like very true for the most part. Like, cause here's the thing, cause it's like he's knowledgeable about the YouTube side of things, so it's like I feel like we could go to any area or facet of wherever someone has fame or recognition, right? Because everything's basically posted on TikTok, whether it's chess, sports, football, hockey, music. It's like, yo, there's always gonna be someone hating, someone trying to spread some misinformation, or people just switching up. Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know how people don't get sick of it. I don't, and it's like you can't even say, oh, they're all just kids or something like that, because sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not, like, and even so, it's like people be arguing in the comments for literally nothing. Yes, there's some sort of pride type of thing where it's like, yo, I like this, so it's like, yo, I had to defend it. You know, But I don't know, the means and methods and things people say in order to defend the thing is like terrible. Because easy example is like soccer, bro. They'll say like, oh, Real Madrid lost to Barcelona, right? And then they'll bring up something completely separate from what happened in that game. They'll be like, we have 15 Champions League or something, like 15 UCL, or this player, Modric, has a Ballon d'Or, 6 Champions League win type thing, compared to a different player who just played better than him that day. That's just an example, right? So it's like, I don't know, people in that facet will bring stuff that isn't of the argument that just happened, of the game that just happened. Like, it makes no sense, because that's the past. That's the past. That don't matter in the current moment of what just happened, what we both just witnessed. So, it is what it is, bro.